Hey guys, and welcome to the Num channel. This is my first Assassin Blade&Soul guide, Lightning and Shadow. I'm going to start with the Lightning first, and I guess I'll show you the skills that you use, or that I use at least. It will be the Mist Slash. The second one's not all that good as far as, the additional damage for Shadow damage is okay, but like I said, you're Lightning, so. I usually go for this one. It gives you 5% more damage, as you can see, or HP, as you can see, and it decreases the cooldown to Shadow Drain. So I use that. For your Z, is mostly personal preference between the knockdown and the mind toss. The knockdown gives you the 2 joint attacks for bosses, and the mind toss is just extra damage. I go for the mind toss because it's lower cooldown and it stacks 2 poisons too. So that's that. For your R&B or your T, if you use that, it'll be Hot Stab. I have the Hung Moon version of it, so it's a little bit better. But I always go for that. You don't use Bombard unless you're PvP. Your 2, I do Resist. The Daze can be used for PvP, but I usually do Resist. The 3, it can either be, well, not even that. I would actually say do the Focus Recovery because with the new patch on the Assassin, if you use it, you'll go right into Stealth. So that's the best recovery on the Lightning build. If you do the Shadow build, I'll get into it. You use the Venom Slash, and I'll show y'all the combo as well for that. For your 1, be Shadow Drain. These 2 are for PvP. For your 4, it'll be Poison Breath or Choke Bomb. That's personal preference. I like getting the extra HP recovery. If you're trying to get the 5 stacks and poisons real quick, then you use that. But for me, I use Poison Breath. For Smoke Screen, it'll either be your Resist or Party Protect. This one puts everybody in stealth, and also you're in stealth, so you can get into stealth faster. I usually use this more than this, but I like the Focus Recovery on this too, so it just depends on what you want to do. I usually do this one though, the Protect Party. So after that would be the F. Close Shave is for PvP. You will never use this in any PvE situation, only for PvP. So yeah, Lightning Pierce damage. The Lightning Rod, Stun, also for PvP. You'll never use it for PvE unless you're doing like Tower of Infinity or something like that. So damage. Also, this is for Tower of Infinity too if you want to use it. It depends on if you want to do a combo or not. Lotus Fury, always resist on PvE. PvP, Stun or Tower of Infinity, you use that. For this, always Fighting Spirit, unless you're attack scene with your assassin and you use the Lotus Rescue. But for damage and more sustainable damage, you would definitely use Fighting Spirit. That's with the blue buff that they talk about. This is also for, you can use this for, like, I guess, pulling people away from the boss if you're trying to reset or wipe or something like that. This is good for that. It's in a 100-meter radius. So yeah, that's that. Alright, so that's pretty much the skills that you'll be using for the Lightning build. Alright, so the combo for Lightning build. You can start it in all kinds of ways. My personal preference is usually going behind the boss or whatever, and then you would just R&B F and 4. So it'll be like R&B F and then 4, and then if you do it, it'll anti-cancel. Oops, I didn't do that. So it'll be like that. So R&B F4, that's all I'm pressing. Now you're wondering how you stay invisible. Once you do that, if there's poison stacks on the person that you're attacking, so your R&B F4, wait till about 1 second, then you'll press 1. It'll be R&B F4, R&B F4, R&B F4. Just like that. And that'll be a little bit more time, so 6 seconds, and doing it R&B F4, you got poison, hit the 1, now you got it for 12 seconds. RMBF4, RMBF4, RMBF4. And then while you're doing that, to keep it in the stealth even longer, you can RMBF4, press 1, do it again until about 1 second. If you got good timing, you can do 1.5, then you press 3, and it'll put you back in stealth for another 6 seconds, so that'll be 18 seconds in total. Now, if you're, we gotta wait 50 seconds, yeah, so now, let's say all that happened and you're done, you get back out of stealth, you can press your 3 at any point in time and put you right back in stealth. You can go back to RMBF4. Alright, now, how I usually started off, depending on the team that I'm with, I would usually wait for the Warlock to use the soul burn, and then once he soul burns, I'll press the V, which is your blue buff. This gives you 15 seconds of stealth, right? So usually, as soon as I press it, I will hit the 1. That way I don't run out of focus. So that's just boom, 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 doing it. So you run out of focus really easily. So I also have the badges, so the cooldown on it is a little bit better. I would definitely be trying to get this pretty soon. So yeah, so when you do that, you go into stealth. As long as it got poison on them, you'll press your 1. Go back on this stealth again, keep attacking, and you'll press your 3. If you have good timing, you can press forward on your W, you can stay in front of the target. And then press your 1 again, you go right back into stealth easily. And that's pretty much all the moves for it. Your X, I mean, you can use it. It puts a poison stack on them pretty easily. And then you can just press your 1 right after that. That way you get your poison stack on it. I'm going to show you the, we have 4 seconds on this. I'm going to show you the blue buff thing I was talking about. So once you go into blue buff, you go into blue buff, you press your V, and you press your 1, and you can just right click and F instead of using the 4. Because the 4 brings focus recovery back. So boom, boom, and you just do that as faster DPS, a lot faster DPS. And the cooldown on 1 will be ready before your timer runs out. And you just press your 4, go back into it, and you press your 1 again, and go right into it. This is like easy ways to stay in the stealth. Do that, come back. But your best bet is to stay behind the boss at all times. That way, if you don't have anything to go back in stealth, your 1 puts you right back in stealth no matter how far or close you are from the guy. Like it says, I'll have it on trainable. Your 1. It'll say 16, it has a 16 meter range. So 16 and down, you'll be able to go into stealth. So you can be this close, 1 meter, or all the way back here, 12 meters, still go right back into stealth, doesn't matter. And that's pretty much the combo for Lightning and PvE. It's just 1 RMBF, 4, and then stay in the stealth like I was showing you. Very simple. And then your LMB is for your stuns when they ask for a stun. Alright, so that's Lightning build. I'll show you Shadow build right now. So just to switch to Shadow build, you press your K, go to Shadows. Alright, now you're in Shadow build. Pretty simple. For me, what I use, it would be this side again, because it gives you the 5% of HP back. This is also personal preference. I still use this because I like to knock down joint attack. Same with resist. Same with resist. Damage. Never use bombard unless you're PvPing. See, this is what I was talking about. The 3 instead of the damage right here, because it's not going to put your stuff. It's just damage. You go to basic skills, which is Venom Slash. It is a Hung Moon skill, so you need to get your Hung Moon skill for it. For this, I usually use focus recovery, and I'll show you why in a minute. For this, definitely use this one. You don't want to be in stealth, so you use that for focus recovery. This again, personal preference. I use choke bomb sometimes to get that 5 stack really fast, or I'll use that if I'm dying a lot. I'll use the poison breath. So I'll show you with the choke bomb. It's a little bit easier. This still focus recovery. Dark strike, of course, because that's gonna be your bread and butter. Your V again, still be fighting spirit, and this is resist as always. So boom. All right, so My combo for this, there's like different ones, but one I found that works the best would be using 4 first, and then it would be LMB, RMB, and F. So 4, LMB, RMB, F. So I'll show you. Boom, got the 5 stacks. Alright, you gotta, for this build, you have to watch your timer. So you're doing it to get the 5. Now you have normal stacks, right? So you use your 3, your tab, your X, and your 2, right? So what the 2 does, it will reset the poison stacks on the character. See how I just reset it up top? Shows it right here. It reset the poison stack. So you'll, instead of, I think it's 9 seconds, you'll have an additional 9 seconds to have the poison on it, right? And with that being said, your 3, your tab, and your X will be off cooldown by then. So 4, boom. You're doing it. Attacking, watching your timer. Alright, it's gone. 2, X, and then 4, which is focus recovery. So now you're doing it without your X, of course. So boom, back to 10 seconds. It is 10, not 9. See that? Pretty simple. Now say both of those disappear. You can always, your Z gives 2, so Z, you got 2 stacks right there. Your tab will be back no matter what. So tab, that's 4, and then your L and B will give a stack as well. You'll be out of stuff, which is the stun. So boom, back in the 5 stacks easily. Now to integrate the V, which is your blue buff, you would just blue buff. I usually do X, L and B, 3, and then the bomb, and I'll just attack like that. I would do it a lot faster, but you're basically, your main objective is to keep 5 stacks on them at all times. It's gone, you 4, you're right back into it. Now my favorite thing to do right before 1, it's a little advanced. You use your tab, you're in stealth, go that, V, 1, and then L and B. That way you have focus recovery, and you have the 5 stacks on them now. So easily killing people. 4 back onto it. Just with the shadow build, you just have to watch your timer, make sure, because your DPS will go away exponentially if you don't. Just like that. Real simple, real simple. The time bomber is on, and back up to 10 seconds. Now there is always a debate whether the lightning build or shadow build is the strongest. I know that was going to be a question. In my opinion, honestly, I would say the lightning build is a little bit stronger if you get all the accessories for it. That's just my personal opinion. So if you get basically at their top, shadow at top and then lightning at top, I would say lightning has the better DPS. Some say the shadow does, but like I said, you have to maintain the 5 poison stacks, and it's a little bit more micromanaging than lightning is, in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The shadow lightning build for assassin. I'd probably do combo guys for PvP as well, but this is just my first video, so I wanted to test the waters out, see what y'all think. Let me know what kind of videos I would like to see more of. That'll work too. Yeah, it's just assassin. I'll do videos of other classes as well, once I learn a little bit more about them. Mostly the gunner too. A lot of people want to see the gunner, so I have one, and I'll do a video on that as well. So just leave comments, see what I can improve on, I guess, and tell me what I can do more videos of. Like, comment, just subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's